Hey, what's up? Darcy here. And, well, I've just had my brain pummeled with TV for the last few hours. Not something that I'd advise. But, got a longer video coming, but there's a few things going on today that caught my eye, shall we say. So we got Theresa May, Brexit deal, going on about there being a second referendum if her draft or whatever, or this final plan isn't accepted, because she's apparently not telling anybody what it actually entails. Blah 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 blah. But she's wearing orange and black, the code colours. If you don't know about that, I'll leave a video in the description explaining why that is significant. And she's wearing her chains, as she always does when discussing matters like this. Basically subliminal, telling you that she's not really running anything. Then we've got the riots in Paris. All these things deserve a video of their own, really, but time and so on. I'll try and do as much as I can. Then we had a story about this Jewish event going on in London, and the ITV was proper laying it on thick about this event, and how, and then linking that into immigration, and how Britain's so great about letting immigrants come here, because because mainly a lot of people wanted to leave, or a lot of people voted to leave the European Union because of the out of control immigration situation in this country, be it from out of Europe or in Europe. For example, you got Africans coming over, or people fleeing these war zones and trying to come over here, and then we've got people from Europe, like Polish and so on, coming over and driving down our wages. So that was a main reason for the original referendum in the first place. So they lay it on thick with this immigration thing. First mentioning, this, I couldn't find it actually. This Jewish event in London, I tried to find it. Happened today, but they were going on and on and on and on just after this Theresa May, of Brexit, and there might be a second referendum. Tosh. And then directly after that, they had this, which I also can't find, this another news story on ITV News London, local news, about these apparent foreign guys having a play about how extraordinary it is and how amazing it is to be free foreigners moving to the UK and blah blah blah, and they're singing and they're dancing. It's a proper performance, right? And one of these guys, they're supposed to be, I'll do a separate video on it when I can find it, but because it's quite laughable. One of these guys starts talking, and he turns around and says that he's only been in the UK for 2 weeks, but yet he's speaking in a London accent. Give me please, give me a little bit of truth. Flipping total tosh. But let's focus now on today's main event for the UK. While all this stuff's going on, the UK is distracted by the X Factor, which is, in my opinion, one of the worst final X Factors I've seen. I mean, at least last year, Raksu and the other ones actually wrote their own music. But the finalists of the X Factor this year, we had, I'll do a longer video on this as well, but we had this Scouser dude and this Scarlet girl, and they were both in the show before, right? So they're in it, and they're only getting votes because people know them from the previous season or seasons they were in, and didn't get through because they weren't good enough. And then we got this Dalton, who's I think he's African American or something like that. But he's saying about how he's come over here and it's so wonderful coming over to the UK and being accepted and being able to win this, being able to have a chance to win a show like this in a country that's not here. So more immigration programming, because what do you think happens, right? I mean, I'm not racist, and so on. These people, they jump on an opportunity, yeah, because our government puts out the red carpet for them, basically. But, you know, there's not enough, they're constantly telling us there's not enough space here. Yeah, they're building thousands of homes, but yet they're letting waves and waves of immigrants come over here. And when they let somebody like this, Dalton Harris, whatever his name is, win a show like this, it goes out to the whole, well, his nation, and encourages more people to come over here. Look, you can come over here and you can win a show like this. You know, and they've got these past X Factor people on here as well. And, you know, this woman here, what's her name? Leona Lewis, the #1 female singer and voice in the country now. And then we got James Arthur, another previous winner of X Factor, one of the top 5 British artists in music right now. You know, they're telling you that you can basically become, you know, you can be anybody off the street and you can be just like these people. You know, you can be a star. Yeah. This final performance. So I don't need to show you the obvious code in there. You get your red and blue, which is purple. Yeah, this guy they kind of like classing him like a Prince kind of guy, you know, who was all about the purple. And his clothes are very, I'd say feminine kind of. But so it was very interesting. This song as well, "The Power of Love," and the lyrics. James Arthur sings about like the power takes over my body. It just reminded me of like Kundalini, basically. Anyway, that's enough of that. But what's interesting as well, obviously, so they have these people here. You know, you could be a worldwide successful artist, but the people they had on here performing, a lot of them were terrible, in my opinion. Their voices were awful. There's one on here, she's not even on here. This woman, it's like a little side performance, and her voice was awful. She's supposed to be like a multi-million sold like 90 million records, and she's like rubbish. I can't remember her name, but her voice was absolutely awful. And the judges going, "Oh wow, amazing! Oh wow, you're such a great example." Yeah. And then we had "Take That." This is ridiculous. So we had this guy here from "Take That." What's his name? This guy here, right? This guy here on the right there, he's got the worst voice of all of them, right? And his vocals are terrible. And when Robbie comes on and takes over, they're singing in the background while he's basically miming. So they're miming along. It's just so fake. And none of these people are playing instruments. You see the guitar playing away and the piano playing away while they're not touching the keyboard. Yeah. There was another performance by a big, supposed, you know, worldwide stars, which they're not on here, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, they were hitting the drum, and nothing was coming out. It's just like they're supposed to be showing you, what it's like to be a real artist, but yet they're not even playing their own, not even playing real music. They're just miming, and pretending to play music. It's just pathetic. But this is what they want to sell you. They want to sell you that you can become the dream. Yeah. Just any old Joe Blogs R3. It's a joke. But I'll do a longer video where I find all this stuff about the X Factor specifically, and then I'll do an individual video for each of the things I've mentioned. Like Brexit. And the Paris riots, this Jewish event in London, and this play that was pro-immigration, these three supposed immigrants, but one of them sounds like he's actually got a London accent, and he's only supposed to have been here 2 weeks. That'd be a funny video. But yeah, just a little look over today's mainstream media, if you like, in the UK. Fascinating. Leave your comments in the comments section. Going to bed now. Bye.